Hi and welcome to Drummers Review. I'm Matt and today we're going to be taking a look at a Dixon Artisan shell pack in a Mystic Crimson finish. If you enjoy these videos then please don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified of future content. Also, for all the latest drum news and special features, check out drummersreview.com. Having been in the musical instrument business since 1979, there has been a resurgence in recent years with Dixon adding high quality drums to their arsenal. Regular followers of the channel would have seen that last year we looked at a selection of Dixon snares, and we were impressed with the build quality of the top of the range Artisan drums. With a plethora of options when it comes to shell type, hardware and finishes, we jumped at the chance to get our hands on a full kit. The kit we have here today features a 22x18 inch bass drum, 10x8 and 12x9 inch rack toms, and a 16x16 inch floor tom. Accompanying this, we have a matching 14x6.5 inch snare drum. Each drum is constructed from 6 plies of thin North American ultra maple, with all drums being 4mm thick and having countercut 45-degree bearing edges top and bottom. Elsewhere, the shells are furnished with die-cast hoops on the toms and snare, chrome A-frame lugs, floor tom legs and mounting brackets, and fully adjustable ball and L-rod tom adapters included with each rack tom. The drums come supplied with Evans heads throughout, with clear G2s over clear G1s on the toms, a UV1 over snare side 300 on the snare drum, and on the bass drum an Evans EMAD on the batter side and an unported Dixon branded coated head on the Rezo side. The 5-piece shell pack has a UK suggested retail price of £2,379, but before we go any further, let's take a closer listen before coming back with our thoughts. This kit gives a striking first impression, with the Mystic Crimson finish and contemporary angular lugs, and the chrome hardware, giving an almost satanic vibe with its pentagram-esque logo plate. We love the finish on these drums. The two-tone crimson fade and silver bursts really are eye-catching. Unlike a lot of other kits in this price bracket, the drums came fully assembled and ready to tune, so this took a lot less time to set up. In terms of shell hardware, the most obvious point to start is with Dixon's TSM track suspension mount, featuring an accessory track which Dixon say can be used for mounting microphones, cameras, tablets or smartphones. This is a neat idea and would be very useful should you order a kit with wood hoops for ease of mic placement. The snare drum, like the rest of the kit, has die-cast hoops, 20 lugs, Dixon's flip drop style snare throw and butt plate, and 20 strand snare wires. A really useful addition and nice touch is the included drummer's pouch, which hangs off of your snare or floor tom to store keys, phone or smaller spares. It includes a drum key, 2 microphone clips, 2 mini goosenecks and a few spare tension rods for snares, toms and bass drums. Also included with the kit are 2 mounting brackets with integral tom arms and 3 very chunky floor tom legs with memory locks. Starting off with the bass drum, it gives an aggressive attack with full, warm and beefy deep tone, but when played quietly was equally musical and rewarding. The rack toms deliver bold attack and plenty of volume with a beautiful tone. That said, when played at a lower volume, we got a characterful, warm sound that we would expect from an all-maple shell. The thicker head choice does help control some of the sustain, which we thought worked really well under the microphone. The floor tom gives a full tone with great projection and attack. It provides a huge amount of warm, clean sustain and very controlled overtones. Finally, the snare drum. And at a medium tuning, we got a very focused, precise tone with plenty of depth and body. When tuned higher, it was crisp and funky with plenty of bite. This was a really sensitive drum that reacted to the slightest stroke. Rim shots were cutting and ear-splittingly loud. Cross sticks were thick, robust and chunky thanks to the die-cast hoops. Dixon's flip drop style snare throw, which although solid and functional, as mentioned in a previous video, makes a noticeable click sound when engaging the snare wires. In terms of build quality, the kit is flawless, with perfectly round shells, while the rest of the shell hardware is as good as you would expect from a kit at this level. The finish of each shell is exquisite. Considering its overall sound, we feel that this kit would work well in a host of musical styles, from rock to jazz and everywhere you would expect to see a maple kit. We feel that this particular finish is definitely suited for big stages rather than small jazz clubs, but there are plenty of other finishes to choose from. Coming in at £2,379 for a 5-piece shell pack, we feel that it's very competitively priced when you take into account the quality of the wood, solidity of the hardware, the finish on all drums and all the little extras like having decent heads top and bottom, tom mounting brackets and the very handy drummer's pouch with accessories. As always, we would love to know your thoughts, so please leave us a comment below, subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified of future videos, and we'll see you next time here at Drummers Review.